So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Great job taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Wizards.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
There's Dragic with the 3. And the rebound goes to Nene. Nene's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Gortat's checked in for the Wizards.
Nene, a 6'11" Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. He's a quality two-way player. And for him, as it is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. You know, over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
Well, you talk about Nene's troubles at times staying on the court, Steve. Some say he's unwilling to play through pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case. You know, all I know is that when he's healthy, he is one of the most effective big men in the NBA, and he had a terrific run in the playoffs last year, particularly in that Chicago series.
Beal with another miss. The Heat trail by 13. Dragic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Washington's turnaround last year was in part in how they played on the road.
Yeah, they went from being a joke on the road, a non-factor really in 2013, to one of the better road teams in 2014. As a matter of fact, in the playoffs, they blitzed the Bulls on the road in that first round series.
Good point. Wizards leading by 9. And Wall kicks to Pierce. And it's Haslam with the rebound.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feat.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, and so we conclude the first half. Wizards lead by 7. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
What a performance from Beal here. He's got 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
On the perimeter, Wade and Dang. Haslam's out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
Wizards leading by 4. Sessions against Dragic. Now here's Sessions. He's guarded closely. And Pierce, here we go. Nene. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you just had to love the reception for Pierce and KG in their first game back in Boston. No surprise there. The fans there, some of the best in the league, and they showered those guys with tremendous love, cheers, and appreciation. Well deserved for what they've contributed as Celtics and certainly as NBA.
He's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Napier. Cannot hit. And the Wizards now going the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Steve, no less than the great Celtic John Havlicek dubbing Paul Pierce as the greatest one-on-one scorer in Celtics history.
Yeah, the 10th overall pick back in 1998. What a find. I mean, you could argue that he and Dirk Nowitzki were the 2 best players drafted that night.
Sessions with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Sessions dishes to Beal. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Here's Napier, covered by Wall. From deep, Johnson. Again, the miss by the Heat.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Wall passes to Sessions. The feed now to Nene. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength, and he can move laterally. So he can really move and cover the pick and roll and switch on to guards, an effective defender.
And Nene, for his size and agility, at times somewhat disappointing in terms of rebounding the ball. Throughout his career, actually, his rebound rate has fallen steadily over the last 3 years. Maybe injuries a factor in that, but they do need more from him on the glass.
And Wall kicks to Pierce. Nene dishes to Pierce. Passes it to Beal. A 3-ball. That's good. Beal's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from 3-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Johnson from outside. Johnson missing again. We talk about the subtle decline for Nene. His scoring efficiency, Steve, also taking a turn for the worse over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, still in his early 30s. You know, age shouldn't be that big a factor for a big man, but I guess it's the accumulation of all those injuries, including his knee sprain last season, that may be taking a toll.
Pass to Wall. Over to the wing. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Mark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
For 3, Pierce. It gets rebounded by Ennis.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit.
That 3 off the mark. And it's Washington's ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Wall. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.